Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Houston Astros have parted ways with Gary Pettis, third base coach. Gary Pettis has been with the Astros for 10 years now. And this is a really tough day for Astros fans. I know a lot of Astros fans, including me, was really upset about this. And, surprised as well. I was surprised to hear this news. And he's been with the team as the third base coach for the last 10 years. And look, I saw some Astros fans overreacting on social media. I'm really upset that the Astros made this move, but just because they made this move doesn't mean the Astros are going into rebuild and everything's over. I don't understand the Astros fans that think just because for the first time in 7 years, the Astros didn't make it to the ALCS. And even though they won the division and won almost 90 games, even though they had a horrendous start due to injuries, and they played all this good baseball, and just because they lost in the wild card, and one of the games they lost was to the best pitcher in baseball, who's absolutely been phenomenal, and Tarek Skubal, who is the Cy Young candidate, the Cy Young favorite in the American League. I don't understand why Astros fans are freaking out, thinking, the run is over. Sure, the streak of 7 straight ALCSs is over. That's over. That's not, you can't get that back. But just because the Astros lost to the Tigers in the wild card doesn't mean you're not gonna see the Astros continue to play good baseball in the upcoming years. The Astros, look, no matter what happens with Bregman, don't focus on Bregman. I want the Astros to re-sign Bregman. I hope they do. And if they don't, it hurts. But even without Bregman, this is still a great baseball team. The pitching is outstanding with Hunter Brown. Hopefully Yusei Kikuchi's back. But if the Astros do not re-sign Yusei, which I have a feeling they will, but if they do not, you still have Hunter Brown. You have Framber Valdez. You'll have Luis Garcia back next year. You have Spencer Arrighetti, who really started to turn into a great starting pitcher last year. You have Ronel Blanco, who looked so sharp last year as well. Hopefully at one point, Lance McCullers Jr. comes back. But if he doesn't, it's fine because the pitching's still great. Look at what you have offensively outside of Bregman. You have Altuve. You have Yordan. You have Tucker. You have Yanner Diaz, who really started to turn into a good hitter last year, even though he struggled in the postseason a little bit in the 2 games and kind of finished off the year a little bit rocky. Jeremy Pena was really good last year. I mean, Jeremy had like a batting average of almost 270 in the regular season. So this is still a really good team, even without Bregman. And they're a playoff team, a division winner team, without Bregman. With Bregman, adding in Bregman, bringing Bregman back, they, in my opinion, staying healthy next year, are still a World Series contender team. Just because it was a rough year in the postseason this year doesn't mean it's over. And just because they let go of a third baseman coach that's been here for 10 years doesn't mean it's over. So, yeah, I mean, that has been upsetting me online. I mean, I'm upset that Gary Pettis is gone and, the Astros are letting go. But this is not the start of a rebuild. I think this might be a start of a reload. Teams sometimes who are in contention have been in contention for a while. If things don't work out, you're used to winning. You're going to get upset about that. And you're going to make moves. You're going to make statement moves. And you're going to try to get yourself in a better position because you want to get back to the top because that's what you're used to being. And maybe this is just looking in their perspective. Maybe the Astros feel like, the Astros need to move on from Gary Pettis. I've seen a lot of Astros fans at the same time saying that they think, a lot of coaches need to be let go, hitting coaches and, all over the place. And this is them making one of those moves. Gary Pettis, I will say, even though he's done a great job in 10 years with the Astros, this season alone, has had a couple questionable, send-offs from third to home. He's at the same time he's made some really, really nice send-offs as well. But there were quite a few questionable, send-offs, from third to home this year by Gary Pettis. So, and I'm just assuming the Astros were ready for some change, but it is gonna feel weird not seeing Gary Pettis on the third baseline. Let me know your thoughts on the Astros parting ways with Gary Pettis in the comment section, and peace out.